What is up, guys? Alden Pounds here, hitting you guys up with the first chapter of Gantz Respawn. Finally, I'm getting to this. Gantz Respawn, the first episode, is going to be great. This episode will be covering, I might split it into a couple parts, but this will be covering basically the first mission, which is the Onion Alien mission, and basically the prologue to, what happens before the mission. So pretty much the first arc in my eyes. I'm not going to be dividing it into the phases, but more of the missions, that sort of thing. We start off seeing K. Corona, the main character. Alright, this is how it goes with K. Corona. This is why he's one of my favorite protagonists of all time. He starts off as a downright dick. Like, this dude is the physical fucking manifestation of a dick. He is just, oh my god. Right. So when we're first introduced to him, he's looking down basically on society. This dude thinks he's the shit. Like, this dude basically thinks he is, like, he didn't outright say it, but he's God. He's judging all these people. He's like, this old man over here, not gonna amount to anything in life, lives a boring life, meaningless, pointless existence, no one would miss him if he died, the fuck out of here. Oh, this dude, just a fucking, this girl, she's concerned with guys, making herself look hot, but she never will, and she'll never be anything in her life. She might as well just fucking die. And then he sees the homeless dude, and he's just like, oh, this homeless guy, fuck, trash of society, the fuck out of here. Like, no one does that on a day-to-day basis. Walking through the streets, just judging people left and right as they go by. This is K. Corona. He's a dick. And for someone who acts so pretentious, stuck up, and just like a dick, you'd expect him to be like the least bit prideful and honorable. But he really is kind of spineless. When it gets down to it, he is spineless. The old woman walks up to him to ask him, what's the way to Hinota Station? And he's just like, no, she asked, can I get to Hinota Station from here? He's like, yes, but I don't think you really could. I think you had to go through a few other stops to get there. But he said yes, and he's just like, fucking get away. He's like, I'm not gonna explain it. It's too much of a waste of my time. Like, his time is fucking the best in the world. And the funny thing about this guy is, he's saying he's wasting his time, but what is he doing? He's reading a fucking porno magazine. K. Corona is hilarious. He's reading his porno mag, and the woman comes back because she really wants to get there. She really has a hard time. She's an old, elderly woman, You're supposed to respect them. In Japanese culture especially, older people, the seniors of society, are supposed to be looked on, like, revered and looked upon with immense respect. But this dude, she comes back, she's like, can you please help me get there? He's like, just fucking go find it yourself. Stop being so needy, depending on others. Just get the fuck out of here, and don't ask me for help. Don't ask anyone else either. Fucking do it yourself. Basically. So this guy's a dick. Just a dick. While he's judging people, though, he sees his old friend. He says, oh, it was his best friend a long time ago. He's probably a thug now, probably a useless thug gangster. And, this dude's probably, like, trashed now. He just assumes that about the dude. And that's when the event happens. A man, an old man, falls down on the railroad tracks. And everyone's just staring at him. Everyone at the train station is staring at the old dude that fell on the tracks. Obviously he's gonna get hit. It's a subway station. The ledges are quite high. The attendants in this situation would usually rush out to help the person, but no one's coming. He says no one's coming because this dude's a homeless dude. He's trash of society. He's drunk. He's obviously just out of his mind, and he's gonna get hit and he's gonna die, and that's it. He sees Kato, which is his childhood friend. That was, on the other side of the station, just staring at him, the dude sweating. K. Corona was like, oh yeah, Kato's always been a pussy. He's not gonna be able to handle this. He's not gonna be able to handle seeing dead bodies. It's so funny. That's when Kato says, I'll do it. Kato jumps on the tracks and starts to try to help the homeless guy. Now, if you're familiar with these subway stations, you'll know that helping one guy up that can't move at all back onto the platform is impossible. You need at least one other person to help you push, or help you, just hoist the other guy up if he can't move at all. So it's really just a matter of Kato. He says he needs someone else to help him pull the homeless guy back up onto the platform, or push him up, however you want to put it. Really, really interesting. Really interesting, the fact that nobody decides to help. Nobody at all decides to help. Everyone's staring like, holy shit, this dude's crazy. Why the fuck would you help this homeless guy? He's a trash to society. Why the fuck would you help him? That kind of thing, you know. So, you know, they're not as much looking down on the homeless guy as they are saying, why would you risk your life to help him when the attendants are on the way or they're going to help in a matter of time? But the thing is, the train hasn't been announced to be coming, but it's fairly certain that in a few minutes, the train will come regardless. And then that's when Kato catches Kei's eye. He looks at Konoha Kei and he's like, yo, I know you. You're my old friend. Please come down and help me. I remember you, Kei. Kei really couldn't resist for some reason. The inner asshole, the inner dick inside of him was overridden because Kato called his name. He used to be his friend. And we're assuming that Kei, that's when we get the first hints that Kei was not always so insensitive. He used to have an actual heart. He used to actually be, you know, a stand-up dude. So that's when Kei decides, you know what, I'll go onto the track, I'll go down there, help him pull this homeless dude up. I don't know why. So eventually, long story short, he goes down there. They both help the homeless dude up, and now the train is fucking coming. The subway is coming. And then they start to try to climb up, but it's obviously going to take a few seconds, even if people help them up, and people really aren't looking to help them up for some reason. Who the fuck knows why? But the train starts to come, and they hear it, and they see it. So Kato's like, you know what, let's fucking run. You know how the train stops at one point to let people on. If we run past the point where it stops, we're going to be safe, and we're going to be fine. We can walk or climb back onto the platform when that happens. But while the train is coming, someone says, you idiots, why would you run instead of trying to climb up? This is the non-stop express train. And that's when everything just goes to shit. They start running, but of course it's a fucking train. Of course they cannot run it. They don't have that much time to climb back on the ledge, so they do get hit and their heads fly off. They're dead. They are dead. And that pretty much sums up the first chapter. Why am I starting with the first chapter? I'm only gonna do the first chapter in this first episode because, you know, I just want to flow easily into it, seamlessly transition into this Gantz respawn. I don't want to take it too fast. But don't worry, guys. The other segments of Gantz respawn are going to take a lot longer, and they're going to be a lot more in depth. So look forward to those. This is just kind of like a prologue to the Gantz respawn thing. I just wanted to get it started, kick-started, because I had a lot of videos I was planning to make, a lot on my plate. But yeah, here's the first episode, guys. I'm gonna upload episode 2. I'll try to upload it tonight or tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed this Gantz respawn episode 1. Peace out.